Patrick and Celeste.
Where our Mondays are so mad that we have to broadcast on Thursdays.
And to our live listeners, sorry we didn't broadcast yesterday, but our own Patrick was graduating, so officially a journalist. How's it feel?
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
That's good. Get out in the workforce now.
That's it. Out to the big wide world.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So, shall we start off with some Formula One?
Yes, the Formula One was here in Australia last weekend. So that was good for Melbourne to host another one of them. It was a little bit wet over there last weekend, so they had to postpone the qualifying for a little bit. But after a while, they managed to get everything underway, and the race went ahead. And Kimi Räikkönen won the first race of the season ahead of Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel. And our own Mark Webber, after starting second on the grid, he finished in sixth position, unfortunately, after having another ordinary start. Unfortunately, but Daniel Ricciardo also didn't finish, unfortunately, for the young Aussie there. But and then
gave it a go.
Yeah, that's it. At least he was zipping around the circuit. So hopefully Mark can bounce back in the next race and hopefully
Stop talks about retirement.
Well, that's
we
it.
We don't want him. Keep going.
Well, that's it. He's still got plenty left in him, I reckon.
Yeah.
He's still finishing sixth, and that's after a bad start. So imagine if he gets a good start, he's gonna just
smash it.
Exactly. So yeah.
What have you got next?
I think we've got some cricket news next.
Yeah.
So Australia's nightmare tour of India continues. Losing the third test, only just. They nearly held out for a draw, but unfortunately couldn't quite hang on with India winning by 6 wickets. Good to see South Australian Phil Hughes back in some form, making 69 in the second innings before getting an absolutely horrible decision. But
being objective and all.
Well, yeah, it is, but it was pretty bad. But anyway, we move on. And interesting, and Peter Siddle found some form in the first innings, taking five for as well. But standout performer Mitchell Starc made 99 runs with the bat.
Yes, good on him.
So pushing for a rounder status there, taking a few wickets in the first innings as well. So, but he's headed back to Australia now with a foot-related injury, I think.
Yeah, ankle.
Yes, ankle. Yep, stress fracture. Yeah, an injury with his.
Too much running.
Yeah, that's it.
Not used to it.
And the pitches over in India are pretty hard, so that's a constant.
Takes a lot of
motion on
beating.
Yeah, that's it. So he's headed back over, and also another injury concerns skipper Michael Clarke. He didn't train yesterday or the day before, and with the test starting today, he's looking in doubt of playing. But luckily, Shane Watson's back over there, and the vice captain's ready to step in if he's ready. And Michael Clarke said that he's got his full support if Watto does step in as captain. So yeah, that'll be good.
Talks of retirement for Shane Watson. What happened to that?
I think
just another media blowout, maybe.
I think so. I was all just heat at the moment. I think he got a little bit annoyed that he'd been dropped for the third test, which is understandable. And I
play by the rules.
That's it. I think some of the comments that Pat Howard came out with last week just sort of got to him a little bit, and I think he just sort of was lashing out at that. But good to see him back over there now, and after his the birth of his son, Will.
That's
I believe,
right.
Will Watson. So.
Nice,
congrats to those two.
Yep.
Yeah, so hopefully Australia can finish off the series over there well with a win in this test starting today. But
what's the score at the moment?
Haven't started yet.
It's in overall.
The overall, it's 3-0 in favour of India, unfortunately.
Right. So how come they're playing the fourth? Just cause?
Yeah, just because it doesn't. It's just a 4-test series, so.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to play all 4 tests.
Radio.
So, yeah.
Bit closer to home.
Yeah.
Sheffield Shield final.
Yeah, the Sheffield Shield final starts today. So Tasmania is playing host to Queensland down in Hobart at Bellerive Oval. So Ricky Ponting will be leading the Tasmanians, while Ryan Harris will be pushing his claims for an Ashes call up when he plays for Queensland as well. So it was as I said last week, going into the last round, all teams were in the position to host the final and finish bottom. And unfortunately for South Australians, the Redbacks were sitting second and looking alright for hosting a home final, and ended
You recognise Patrick? Got for a chat?
Yeah, exactly. Come and say hello. And also the Bradman Medal. So the Grey Cricketer of the Year award was on Wednesday night, and prospect player Sam Miller was the lucky recipient of that award. So
Did you go to that?
I didn't, unfortunately. It would have been a good night to go to, but I didn't quite make it down there. But from what I hear, it was a good night, and Sam Miller won ahead of a couple of other favourites in Trent Kelly and Jason Borges and Theo Deropoulos as well, and young spinner Usman Kadir, who's the son of legendary Pakistani spinner. He polled 19 votes. Only played the first half of the season, so just imagine if he had played the full season, he would have won it easy. But yeah, congratulations to Sam Miller, and so it's unfortunate to see the end of the grade season, to see the grade season coming to an end.
Not that long. What, 6 months till it starts again?
Yeah, it's it. Pre-season will start end of July, so I'll be back into it before we know it. So yeah.
And Adelaide United, are they looking good for the finals?
Yeah, I think they've all but cemented a spot in the finals now. So I think they're hoping to get a home final in the coming weeks. I think they have got a home final. Yep, so they have got a home final, which is good. I think yeah, there was talk of their pitch not being up to scratch.
Yeah.
I noticed the other day. So, but can't see any problems with it. I was down there the other week for a press conference and didn't look too bad to me. As long as there's grass on it and they can run around it, I can't see a problem really.
So when do they start the finals? Is it next week or something?
Yeah, it'd be in the next couple of weeks. I think they've got one more game.
Yeah.
One or two more games to come, and then into the finals. So good luck to Adelaide United in the coming weeks. And
our favourite
footy. It's back on. Starts up again tonight. Round 1 kicks off.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, so the Crows in Essendon at Amy Stadium. Are you going to be around the place working?
Well,
or?
yeah. There's not very good TVs around that I can see. We do have a TV in the bar, but it's not like I get a chance to look at it. So
True.
Busy.
Working hard.
But really looking forward to it. Getting back in there. Good atmosphere. Yeah, really excited.
Yeah, it should be a good game as well. Both teams have had a bit of controversy in the off-season with obviously the Crows with Kurt Tippett and Essendon with Stephen Dank. So both clubs will be looking to put those issues behind them. So yeah.
Hopefully there's too much on-field drama. Just get on with the game type of thing.
No, I think the Crows have been talking about it, and Rory Sloane in an interview said yesterday that there wouldn't be too much concentration on sort of sledging or the verbal side of things. I think both teams are sort of just going to concentrate on going for getting the win, getting the 4 points first up. So I don't think there'll be anything to worry about as far as that's concerned. But
is it a sellout?
Don't think so. I haven't heard anything.
Because I think usually Adelaide Essendon is one of the biggest games of the season at Amy Stadium. Should say most spectators, so that's always exciting.
Yeah, usually Essendon have a pretty good following down here in Adelaide. I know I've got a couple of mates that they go for the Bombers, so yeah, they've usually got a reasonably good following when they come to Adelaide.
And did I hear during the week Van Berlo new 3-year deal?
Yes, Nathan Van Berlo. Yeah, he signed at the end of 2016. So that's a couple of big names they've put away now, the Crows. So they got VB on top of the Big Sauce and Daniel Talia as well. So a couple of big names there, securing them, locking them away for the future. So I think we're starting to look at blokes like Tex Walker now to secure them. But and Paddy Dangerfield having signed last year.
Yeah.
So he's locked away for another couple of years, which is good. So it's looking good for the Crows at this stage.
Happened to see this is a bit off topic. Twitter conversation. Big Sauce said that Patrick Dangerfield didn't pick him in his dream team.
Surely you gotta have the big. No, I didn't. Surely you'd have the Big Sauce in your dream team, don't you?
So that's a bit of a laugh. Speaking of dream team.
Yeah, speaking of dream team, starts tonight. Obviously, with the first game being tonight. So try and get your teams in before the start of the game. So the Dream Team league code for the Mad Mondays League is 263749. So get around the Dream Team and put in a team. If you've already got a team made up, whack it into our league as well. The more the merrier. I'd haven't got very many people in there at the moment, so love to have someone come and join me and Celeste as well. So
we'll put details on Facebook and Twitter, so if you need to look at that.
Yep, exactly. So the code will be up there and everything. So yeah, get around that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see no Brad Crouch tonight.
Yeah, that's
for the Crows. So that was I think a bit of a surprise for most people. But
must have just missed out.
Yeah, he'll definitely be a name that we'll see a lot more of in the future. But there was a lot, as I say, a lot of talk.
Give him a go in a less hyped up game, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of teams sort of doing that this year. There's for Essendon as well. They've got their first round draft pick, Joe Danaher. There's been a lot of talk about him over the off season, and he's been performing really well in the trial matches for Essendon, the intra club matches. There's been a lot of talk about him being ready for AFL footy now, but I think they're sort of managing him. I think obviously the Crows look like they're going to do the same thing with Brad Crouch, not try and introduce him too early, just ease him in.
A tough mental game as well, this one. So
that's it. Yeah.
Let him.
That's it.
Yeah, just wait and see. He'll be right there.
Oh, that's it. And it's a tough midfield to break into too. You've got Dangerfield, Vince, Sloan, Thompson, McKay, Phoebe. Well, that's it. It's definitely up there as one of the best midfields in the league. So it's going to be hard to break into. But as I say, he's definitely one to watch in the future and a dream team hit there as well.
Do you know?
I think he's number 1, I reckon.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
What's your number 1? Vote one Brad Crouch.
No, number 2. It's 2. Yes. Sorry.
What other games are on this weekend? Split round, isn't it? First round?
It is a split round, so there's only the 2 games on this weekend. So we've got, as we've said, the Adelaide and Essendon tonight, and then over in Pattinson Stadium, we've got the West Coast Derby between Fremantle and West Coast.
Daniel Pearce making his debut.
Yes, Daniel Pearce will be making his debut, named on the wing for Fremantle. So good luck to him. But yeah, so that should be another interesting game as well. Usually the Western derbies are pretty intense and pretty full on. So
keep an eye on that.
What do you reckon? Who's your tip for? Well, who's your 2 tips for this weekend?
Well, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Crows. It's at Amy.
It's Amy. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people have tipped West Coast as the premiers this year.
Oh, okay.
Captains got together this week,
That's
and
right. Yeah.
they reckon that West Coast were one of the teams that were going to.
And didn't really vote Sydney that highly.
No, surprisingly, all teams voted that Sydney were going to make the finals, but not very many people voted that they'd win it, or be in the grand final. Interesting to see that Fremantle got a few votes, I see, but West Coast and Hawthorn were the major 2, I believe. So that'll be.
I can see that.
Both got good sides, so it's understandable, and they've been playing some good footy in the last couple of years. So.
Looking forward to talking about the first round next week. First half of the first round.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
And speaking of next week, bit exciting. Will be our first live broadcast at a venue. So we're going to be outside McDonald's in Moseley Square in Glenelg. So if you're around about 1 o'clock, head on down. We've got a few special guests. We've got someone from Jets Fitness in Glenelg. We've got someone from Adelaide Adrenaline, the Adelaide ice hockey team. So it'll be interesting to find out a bit about ice hockey in Adelaide.
Yeah, can't say I know too much about ice hockey, but
give us a bit of an insight.
That's it.
And also the president of the South Australian Women's Football League.
Yes,
so
that'll be
exciting. We'll have a few, things set up, or there'll be a special offer happening for McDonald's. So if you mention the show and come down, you'll get free Coke or something with your meals.
Yeah, that's it.
And we'll be live for about an hour. So come down, have a chat, bring your friends.
That's it. Come down and say hello and have a chat to us about anything to do with sport or
what you think of the show. That's
it. What you think of the show? Might have some giveaways as well that we might be able to give out. Might have a couple of quiz questions. questions. So if you can come down and answer those questions, then we might have some giveaways for you.
Might.
No yeah, no, that's it. And if you jump in the Dream Team League as well, you can come down and we can have a chat about the Dream Team competition as well.
How you went in the first half?
That's it. And which players you reckon are going to do well, and which players you got in your team. See if you might be able to pinch a few tips off other people, maybe.
So next Thursday, Macca's.
Yeah.
In Glenelg, Moseley Square.
That's it. The Moseley Square one in Glenelg, not the one on Anzac Highway.
Yes.
Common mistake. So in Moseley Square. So yeah, get down there and have a look next Thursday.
So once again, you're listening to us through Oz Sports Online.
Mhm.
You can listen to us through Spreaker as well. Follow us on Twitter, Mad Mondays 13, and you can follow each of us, Celeste Newbury or Patrick Glover, and Facebook, just Mad Mondays with Patrick and Celeste. Give us your feedback, what you want us to talk about. We'll take anything. Perhaps get a live chat going during the show. Yeah,
that's it. We'd love to hear from everyone and have other people's input and have conversations with other people. Yeah. So thanks again for listening to Mad Mondays with Patrick and Celeste, and we'll see you all next week down at Moseley Square.